Hey friends, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, my name is Andrea, busy mom in the magic, and today we're going through a Disney checklist for moms. I want to make sure we pack everything we actually need for our families, prepare for an amazing Disney World trip, and not forget those little things that can make or break the day. And we're going to do it without overpacking or stressing ourselves out. So if you're in planning mode or packing mode, go ahead, grab your favorite caffeinated beverage, and let's do this together. Let's start out with what you should do before you even leave the house. I've got a checklist because I live by a checklist. I need some success stories, so it feels really nice whenever I check some things off. But first, I'm going to confirm my hotel reservations. That could be just as easy as going to your My Disney Experience app, going down to your hotel reservation and seeing the correct dates. We want to make sure that our dates are correct in there, and or contacting your travel agent to make sure everything is good to go, everything is paid in full. Especially if you're making payments on it, you definitely want to make sure that those payments are good to go before you are leaving for your trip. Another easy thing for you to be able to check off that list is to make sure that everyone has a valid park ticket and or park tickets. All you have to do is just go to the ticket location in your My Disney Experience app and you can scroll. And if you are all a part of your friends and family grouping in your Disney Experience app, it all should be there. You just keep on swiping. If we're a couple days away from our trip and you have not already confirmed your transportation to and from the airport and your resort, if you're flying in, I would highly recommend it. If you don't already have somebody in transportation, I highly recommend mine. It is Transportation by Mike. We've used him for over 2 years. And if you want some savings, go to the description and I'll get you a discount code and it'll save you there. It is private transportation. They will pick you up next to the baggage carousel at the airport, help you with your luggage. It's super easy. Car seats are included and they take you straight to your resort. This is my favorite way to travel in Orlando because they are super, super helpful. If you have not already, make sure that you have made transportation accommodations to and from your resort. Now, unless you're 2 days away from your arrival day, you can go ahead and start building that grocery list. If you choose to do grocery delivery to the resort, that's something that we love to do. Get some snacks, get some water, get some electrolytes in that room, and even a quick breakfast is super, super easy. So even though you can't push that order button yet because you're not 2 days out, go ahead and start building that grocery order. Start asking the kiddos, ask your spouse what you want to be ordered and delivered to the room. I would always highly recommend ordering water. It's a lot more affordable to order water, have it delivered, rather than spending $5 per Dasani bottle at Disney World. Now, if you are open to having your water bottles, and we'll discuss a lot more packing things in a bit, but if you do want to go ahead and bring a water bottle, there are free refillable stations all over Disney World. Let this be your reminder. Go ahead, grab your identification if you are flying. We have to use our passports or the verified IDs. So make sure you're grabbing everyone's identification. Make sure that you have all of your cards, your credit cards, your cash for tips. If you choose to use Magic Bands, make sure that those are linked up as well to your My Disney Experience app, and they need to be charged up. Park bag essentials. What stays in my park bag every single day? Well, let me show you. I went ahead and made a big pile so I don't forget anything. Cooling towels. Let's just go ahead and start with the weather, okay? We've got some cooling towels. Put these suckers in water, sling them around, put them on your head, put them on your baby's heads, put them around your neck, put them around your wrist, anywhere, like just make a bandana. What's this look like? Are we good here? No? Are we not in Ninja Turtles? Can I not be Michelangelo? Is that a look? No? Well, catch me looking that way at the Disney World. Anyway, cooling towels. They come in all kinds of colors. There's like I think it's a 6-pack. So there's like a gray, a blue, an orange, a green. I forget, but there's a ton of them in there. Now, fans. I'm a fan girly. I love a fan. I personally don't understand how people can go through the parks and not have fans. So therefore, I have 3 different types. These are so cute. Look at this. So this one, I also have a pink one, but I love this guy because it's easily being able to be held on to. And it has some really good strength, and plus it has some Disney spirit going on, and which I can appreciate. We also have the pink one. I don't know if I said that yet. I love these guys. And Annie does really, really well with these. Also, if you're new here, Annie is my 5-year-old, and we've been going to Disney World for a really long time, since she was a baby. These guys have been repeat offenders. We love bringing these guys. A great fan. One thing that she has actually started to love, and I will also steal from her as well when she's not using it, is this blow dryer fan. I know you all have seen me rave about this guy, but I call it my hair dryer fan because it is so daggone strong. It's got up to 5, and this is a much stronger fan, especially in those summer days where it's like real feel 100 degrees. Highly recommend. One feature that I do love is that it's sitting like this. So if you're eating, if you're taking a break, you can sit it up and you can still blow it on you. This is the fan that I always personally use. I love it because it can come off right here, so I can attach it. I'll show you my hack in a bit that I love to use this fan specifically for. So I can move this around. If I did want to take it with me, typically I do shove both of these in the fanny pack whenever we're going through rides, but this also could come along with you because you can hold it just like so, and it also fits in my Stony Clover fanny pack. So that is an option, but I typically do keep this guy with my stroller. Continuing on with some sun protection, I'm always going into the park with my sunscreen. You cannot forget it at home or in the resort. And let me show you my favorite doodads in here if you did not know already. Here is the Solar Buddy. We have 100% reapplied in the parks with this guy. It comes off like so, and then Annie, now that she's been using it by herself for a few years now, but you put the sunscreen in here and you just roll it around and it applies it. So it's really, really easy, especially for your kids, and you don't have to fight them. That's a plus. I also bring my little sunscreen brushes too, just in case we've got some clumps. She's 5 years old. She's not the perfect sunscreen applicator, but sometimes I'll just rub this in, especially in the creases of her face. No arguments with these. And another easy way to put some sunscreen on Annie is this spray, the Blue Lizard. I'm loving this stuff. It's really, really good, especially for the application. Honestly, even before we even leave the room, before we put our park clothes on, I'll spray her all over and then let it dry and then put her clothes back on. I love it. This is the sunscreen that I use. I use the Sunbum, the 15. It does really well for me. If you need a higher SPF, still recommend the Sunbum because I think it does a really, really good job. Here is a sunscreen rub-on. It's just a little mover-upper thing, and you can just apply it really easy. Another moment where Annie can apply it. One thing that I love about this Aveeno is because it's waterproof, and that really does serve a purpose whenever you're going to, let's say, the pool or the water parks at Disney because your free arrival day park ticket. That's really, really great. What I have in here is the Pipette brand, which I also love on the non-water days. So if you're specific to like that kind of stuff, then the Pipette brand and then the Aveeno that is the waterproof. Those are fantastic. And honestly, the waterproof is probably perfect all the way and all the time because of sweat, especially in the hot summer months. For the January trip that we're getting ready to go on, the Pipette is going to be just fine, especially on the park days. This is a higher SPF, but I do love this brand, the Beauty by Earth. And I'll show you another product that I use a lot later towards the end of this when we're getting ready to leave for our Disney World trip and we need mom moments. You know what I'm talking about. That's coming for you. Like I have a whole section for mom self-care before leaving for Disney World. Stick around 1 second. And then also have these UV patches. So what these guys do is you put them on their little bodies and they turn purple whenever you need to reapply. Instead of just putting an alarm on your phone all the time just to reapply some sunscreen, that guy will turn purple. You reapply sunscreen, it turns away purple, and then you reapply. It's just a big cycle. It's just kind of like a little visual alarm clock for you to make sure that you don't forget to put the sunscreen on your babies. I already mentioned the My Disney Experience app with checking to make sure that you have your tickets applied, make sure that you have your hotel reservations, but also within that 7 days, depending on if you're staying on property or you're not staying on property, you will be getting lightning lanes potentially for your family and or hotel reservations potentially for your family. But regardless of just those specific things, you do use your My Disney Experience app on your phone quite a bit, especially if you're looking for wait times or mobile orders or looking where characters are. You use your app quite a bit. You don't have to like put your face in it, but you know what I mean. It's a really, really great guide for you to help maximize your days in the park. Now, saying that, you cannot forget to bring a phone charger. Now, I love this phone charger. I have a couple of different phone chargers. There's one that I've left at work and I'll have to bring it home. But there's one that's magnets and it magnetizes on my phone on the back side of it and it'll charge that way. I love that guy. But the reason why I love this one also is because there's different ports. If I, for some reason, accidentally forgot to charge my fan all the way, or it was a really, really hot day and we need to charge, X, Y, and Z, these will go right into those fans or go into many different phone ports. That's why I love this guy. And it's as easy as charging up. You'll pull that guy and you'll put it into the wall outlet. And it comes with this little nice case. And I always, always, always bring this into the parks with me. Let's do a little self-care. I love when people bring in the deodorizer for the pitties. It is the worst being around someone with pitty stinkies. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that brings the deodorant into the parks just for a touch-up, maybe you did put it on in the morning. I'm not judging you. But I do like to bring this so I'm not stinkity-stankity while I'm going through the park, standing in line. It's not going to be me. Not on my watch. I'm bringing some extras. Also, some additional wipes. You never know with going into the parks with your families if you might need a little wipe down. Sticky hands, secret suckers that have been served to the kids, things on their mouth, there's chocolate. Bring in a little thing of wipes, especially if you're not in the diaper phase. That's for my friends that are not in the diaper phase. If you are in the diaper phase, let's pray to God you didn't forget wipes. But anyway, if you did forget the wipes, you can go to the baby care centers that are in all of the parks, and that will be free for you to use, okay? You're welcome. Hand sanitizer. Annie, she's a Touchland girl. She has like 6 different flavors of this, and she loves them. So they're everywhere. I think there's one in every single fanny pack that she even owns, one attachment to her backpack that she travels with. I found one in my travel backpack. They're everywhere. She loves some Touchland, and they've got some really cute cases. This is one that I got out of my travel bag, but I didn't feel like going through all of hers. She has just adorable, like the Mickey case that has like the little ears, and that smells fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about hydration, okay? So first off, I will start with water bottles. I know I already mentioned them, but let's bring it up again. I love bringing water bottles. Even though we do prefer to order water for our rooms, I will still fill these up. So I ordered 2 different types of water. I buy them in water bottles and I buy the gallon size of them. I don't know really why, because I fill up the gallon size in these, and then I've got the water bottles that I sometimes like to drink out of too. I don't know. I don't know the math on any of that, but that's just what I do. Anyway, even if you did not order water for the room, there's water anywhere and everywhere for you to fill up that's going to be for free. So any quick service, you've got water fountains all over, you've got some refillable stations. You can always fill up. Hydration of the water of the H2O is always free at Disney World. You can take these down to your quick service and even fill these up down there. But this one is my new one, and I got this as a Christmas gift from my mother, and I think it's cute. The Awala, you'll see us travel with the Awala. So I will go through TSA with it empty, and then when we get through, I'll fill it up with the water. The reason why I love the Awalas, especially flying with them, is because they've got this large opening and then the small opening. So you can pour back or you can sip. And Nothing is worse than needing a drink of water. And an example like this. So whenever it pops up, the cabin pressure is going to literally make a full-on fountain out of this, and it's going to go straight directly to your face. I know from experience. So I don't know what it is about these. This guy is just going to make a sound and everybody's dry still. So let that be a note to you with the water bottles that you're bringing on flight. I know we're talking about in-park necessities, but the more you know. Back to the in-park necessities. These little friends, these are reusable straws, and Disney World loves to give you those straws that are like not great. So we will bring our own. These, I put them in my Joffrey's drinks. Annie uses them in her little Joffrey's drinks. You go to a sit-down restaurant, pull this bad boy out, slip it in that cup, and it's a much better straw. It's a much better straw, easy to clean, and like I showed you already, they have these little traveling cases. So I always bring these into the parks because it makes things easier for us. And I'm truly like those, like they're onto the brown straws now. I think they upgraded them from the paper straws, and the brown straws aren't any better. This bag is from last year, but let's talk a little bit about Cool Kids Summer and how it's coming back. If you do not know about Cool Kids Summer, you're gonna have to go back to some of my vlogs from this past summer and watch them. They are so fun. So fun. And then also, if you didn't know, Bluey and Bingo are coming to the Walt Disney World. Anyway, I used this bag. There was one day that we got home from a park, and this bag was full of goodies. Somebody had delivered it to our room, and that was just daggone nice. So I like to reuse it, but I reuse it for all of my water gear. Again, something that I always, always, always bring into the parks. Stroller cover. This is a universal stroller cover that I love and have used for years. It goes right on over. Annie can ride in the stroller. She can eat her chicken nuggies. She can eat her french fries. She can slip on her little frozen lemonade from Joffrey's and eat her blue donut. And she's dry as a bone. I'm telling you right now, if you go to Disney World without a stroller cover, like every time I see somebody without a stroller cover, my heart quite literally breaks because the seats are wet, their things are soaked, and sometimes they'll try to get a poncho, but it doesn't keep it entirely dry. Get one, please, please. On to keeping us dry. We are a poncho family. I love ponchos. I think they're a lot better than a rain jacket because not all rain jackets are waterproof. They're just water resistant. So the ponchos I find that are just a little bit easier. They create a little bit more coverage. So we do ponchos. Every single time I bring all of my water gear into the parks. Here is my hack that I was talking about in reference to the umbrella. So I pop this umbrella open, but I am not going to carry it. No, sirree, I will not carry it. No, you won't catch me. So I have this guy that I will pop up on my stroller backwards. Here we are. And it will hold my umbrella. I just pop it open. And then I will put my fan on here. And so I'm pushing Annie in the stroller when it's hot. And I'm adjusting this fan. Okay. And then the umbrella is creating some shade for me, which is fantastic. And I love that for me. That's what I love to do. So it keeps me really, really dry. This specific umbrella is made to withstand high winds, not all winds, but high winds. And that is like my favorite hack of all time, going to Disney World. And it really does help with the temperature changes as well. So if it's really, really hot, it's creating shade for me, and it's not as hot, it's a lot cooler, especially with the fan going straight up on my face, and I can adjust. I was looking for this a little earlier, but my side sling that I put on the stroller, some things that I put in here is Annie's water bottle. It's a little bit easier for her to grab and go. I'll also put the wipes in here. I can put the reusable straws in here. Her fan can go in here. Just really anything. Her bubble wand that she has to have every single time that we go to Disney World. She has to own a new bubble wand, even though we have the same one multiple times 5. Anyway, love a side sling. They make the grab and go really easy when going into the parks. How many of you all are a part of my Pink Lens Club? Do you not know what I'm talking about? Well, I started a Pink Lens Club last summer because somebody saw me wearing these glasses and they made a whole fuss about it, so much so that I even had some of my friends on here recognize that there was a fuss being made. So then I had a lot of my followers, they're like, send me the link. Send me the link. I'm going to get some pink lens sunglasses. And then all of a sudden I'm getting tagged and on Instagram and everybody is wearing pink lenses. And so I said, you know what? We're going to take something negative and we're going to make something nice and positive and inclusive. And so pink lenses. So now apparently it's my signature look. So pink lenses, these are my actual favorite ones. And these are the ones that they actually made fun of me over. But these are my faves. Love these. My whole excerpt about this is don't forget your sunglasses, okay? Not to necessarily recruit you to be a part of the Pink Lens Club, which it's a fun club. And these ladies have been looking absolutely stunning and gorgeous and beautiful in their pink lenses. And I love that it makes everything just rose color. Like everything is just a pretty color, a pretty pink tint to everything. We got this moment. Okay. And then I have this moment. All pink lenses, but also don't forget to bring your sunglasses. But if you want to be a part of the Pink Lens Club, go ahead and just tag me over on Instagram and I'll initiate you by a reshare of your story and a big whoop whoop on Instagram. We're walking a ton. In our best efforts, we are trying to stay hydrated, but we didn't stay hydrated. Now we have a migraine and or we just didn't drink enough cherry Diet Coke. And now we have a migraine and or our feet hurt. What else could be happening? My back hurts. Yeah, all those things. Don't forget your acetaminophen, your Tylenol. Put that sucker right in your bag. Don't forget it. And then another odd thing is that it's very, very hard to find Band-Aids at the Disney World. Annie has bled a few times and I could not get a Band-Aid easily. So I like to bring Band-Aids with me. These guys are super, super cute. They are Jesus Heals Band-Aids and they have little Jesus heads all over them. And or another option would be a little Jesus on there and it says Jesus Heals. And I just think that's daggone cute and adorable and very on brand. And it's cute. Did I say that? But yeah, don't forget some Band-Aids either. Before we jump into the kids only section, write in the comments what you suggest that you never forget to bring into the Disney parks. And I love reading those because I love being able to share great ideas with each other and learn from each other. It's a wonderful community where we can all learn and thrive together. So make sure that you write that in the comments. Now, let's start with a really, really great fun one. And I'm so excited that Annie has asked me to start bringing this along. This is Annie's autograph book. We have not brought this with us in forever. She just kind of fell out of love with it, I guess, or maybe she was doing it at such a young age she didn't really realize what she was doing. But I have this encyclopedia, and when you open it up, we'll go to the character and then we'll have the character sign it. And she was going through here and she was like, I've met this person, and I don't have their signature. And I'm like, yeah, I know we've not brought it with us in forever and we've missed a lot of characters. I think it's just a cute way to get signatures. So she has put this in my packing pile to not forget to bring along with us. And even if the characters don't have a page in here, we have Fancy Nancy, she signed on the back side right there. And I think, oh yes, Elena of Avalor, she signed right there. So they can always still sign in this book if they don't have a page. And it is in alphabetical order, so it's not really hard for them to find. And then the other day, I had somebody ask, like, what do you suggest that the characters sign with? And I will show you just that. So we bring, this is just from Amazon, but we bring these types of permanent markers, the ones that don't have like the pop-off lid, but the ones that the character can just push inside and then it'll pop out and then they can, you know, pull it back out. The reason why these are just so easy is because in case they're wearing gloves, like, you know, mom, in case they're wearing gloves, then that character will be able to sign it a lot easier and not make a mess of themselves. So we don't want a character accidentally marking on themselves and ruining their gloves. Okay. So I'm really, really excited that she wants to bring this back. We are going in the month of January, but regardless if it's January or not, I always bring a blanket with us, whether we're going to use it on the plane or just like a comfort item. I always bring one with us, especially in the months of January when the sun is down. It does get really, really cool. Then you have this fall months and the spring months. Sometimes, depending on those temperatures, when the sun is down, it's just really nice for your kiddos to be able to cuddle up and get warm. And or you can put this down in the hub grass and you can have a picnic. So I do love bringing a blanket in with us, travel and or to Disney. The reason why I didn't put this with my must-have bring into the park item is because this is so seasonal to me, but I always do bring it with us. And we got this at the Disney World. There was one day that we didn't bring our blanket with us and we were out on a fishing excursion over by the yacht club. It was really cold and Annie wanted to cuddle up. So we got us a good comfort blanket and it is so stinking soft, but bring a blanket from start to finish. And then if you feel like you need to bring it into the parks, then just shove it underneath that stroller and or they might just be wearing it as is. These are Annie's headphones and these are so cute because they light up. And then also they're noise canceling, which is really, really nice, especially when we're on the plane. It gets all of that fuzz out of her ears and she can listen really well. And then they simply just fold up. Another reason why I love these is because they're not only Bluetooth. So we always carry these in this bag. And I have multiple cords in here. So if we're flying Delta or an airline that has the TV screens, I can plug this in and then she can still use her headphones without having to use that airline's headphones. And or if they're dead, you can always plug them in and go directly to her tablet. Now, talking about her tablet, we always bring her tablet, especially if you're not on an airline that has the internet or Wi-Fi. Make sure that you're downloading a bunch of shows, maybe some music, some games that don't necessarily need the internet. And then this is the case that I have on her iPad. It can sit up like so. It can sit up like so. And or I will put this in the seat back, shove that in like where the pamphlets are, and it could be easy like a TV for her and or a gaming system for her. Also, talking about gaming systems, I just brought in this bag. And that's all I'm going to get from her for now. So she did get a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, and I'm going to try to bring it. We are flying Allegiant Airlines on this upcoming trip, and that is one of the airlines that just doesn't have the internet. So I thought that it might just be fun, us being able to set up her Nintendo Switch, and then the sides come off, and then we can play Mario Kart. What do you guys think? Like, should I bring it? I think it would be funny, but this is specifically made to carry her Nintendo Switch. And then also, for those of you guys that are watching this part of the video that are in this long, first of all, thanks for watching. But anyway, here's a little secret that I've not announced yet. And here's a little, it'll be just like a little boop moment. Annie is getting ready to launch her own YouTube channel. I'm still working on the dates of whenever I can launch it, but she's beyond excited. I might call her in here in a little bit in case your kids are waiting for her to make a cameo, but it's called Annie and the Magic. And so on her channel, she's going to be playing Nintendo. She might do makeup tutorials. She'll vlog at Disney. She's going to use one of my older cameras. Really anything that is like kid friendly. So I'm really excited about her doing that. And she's like really, really pumped about it. So that's like, this is the soft launch, just so you know. I'm excited for her because she's really passionate about it. And really, when we meet up with kids in the parks, she loves playing with your children. Like, loves it. It's like she's known them forever. And we love it whenever we get to meet up with friends because she's the only child and she doesn't get out much. And so your kids are literally her best friends. So she's really excited about it. But here's the soft launch. It's not a hard launch yet. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because we'll be doing some collabs together or like linking it. Not really a collab because that's my daughter, but like we'll be linking each other's channels sometimes and doing some things together. But you'll be able to see a little bit more into like our parenting life because we're going to play along with her, like in our downtime. If I'm not YouTubing on here, we're going to be playing and recording it and uploading it. So Annie and the Magic is coming with this busy mom and the Magic. I know, it's really fun. One of my favorite stores is going to be Hardstop, the Dollar Tree. And we always are bringing our glow sticks. Oh my goodness. Is it Annie? Come here. I was just talking about you. I was just telling them about us about to launch your YouTube channel.
Yay!
Yeah? What do you want your friends to know? What are you going to be doing on your YouTube channel?
I want to be having fun, and if you didn't know, I have a Nintendo Switch 2.
You have a Nintendo Switch 2. You're going to be playing some games on there. You've got your Mario Kart. You've got your Bluey.
Some Donkey Kong.
You got some Donkey Kong. You have Sonic from Sega, like back in the day, like our age.
Sega.
It's good. Yeah. That was really good. Anything that you would like them to know? Because also I'm in the kids only section of this video. I told them about how you're wanting to bring your autograph book again and have all of our favorite characters sign it.
Yeah.
I was on to the glow sticks. Do you want to tell them your favorite thing about bringing glow sticks?
Yeah.
Okay, what's that?
Because you can use them at Hollywood Studios.
Oh, your favorite park is to use them at Hollywood Studios? Why?
Yeah. Because when you go to that new show,
Fantasmic? Yeah, we love to put bracelets together and necklaces together, specifically at Fantasmic. And Annie has such the sweetest little heart. A lot of times she'll make little glow-in-the-dark jewelry and pass them out to the kids that are around us and kind of spreading a little magic to those kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Annie, of course, will wear some too. But it's just a nice little moment that we can spread a little magic for other friends, right?
Yep, and if you want to make a necklace or a bracelet, you have these little things to make it to attach.
Exactly. You're totally right. Okay. And then also another thing is I like to bring Annie some extra socks. One, in case they get wet. But two, sometimes the cruise socks with her, like the no-shows, they don't do too hot for her. So I love these that come up really high and they protect her little ankles. They protect her heels. Because we don't want blisters, do we? No. Okay, off the top of your head, is there anything else that kids need to bring to Disney World with them from your perspective? What's that? What's your favorite thing to bring to Disney World? Or that's like a must-have that ensures that you're going to have just an amazing time?
Stitch.
You love to bring, yeah, I talked about your comfort item of your blanket. You love to bring your blankets, right? But I did forget about a stuffy. How about you go grab your favorite stuffy that you want to bring on this next trip? Okay. And we'll show them. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
I'm back.
You're back. Which one did you pick out?
I got Angel.
You got little baby Angel. You got that on our October trip, maybe? When you were sick? Yeah. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, so Annie does love picking out little stuffies when we're at Disney World. And or if it's not every single time that we bring stuffies, but she loves to have one with her, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And you'll just cuddle it when you're in the stroller and or if your stuffy meets the height requirement of that attraction, they come along with us. So what is a ride that our stuffies cannot go on because they do not hit the height requirement?
Roller coasters.
Roller coasters such as Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Mount Everest, right? They can't go on them. What is a roller coaster that all heights can go on? Barnstormer's a 32-inch. So your stuffies have never been on an attraction before. But that kind of attraction before. What attraction have your stuffies been on? Or like your baby Henry?
Well, I don't want to bring Henry because one time I lost him.
Yeah, we did lose Henry on a trip before. Yes, we did. But what attractions can all stuffies go on? What attractions can all friends and babies go on?
Teacups.
Teacups. What else?
Dumbo.
Dumbo. Okay. Anything else? Anything in Epcot? What?
Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth. That's a good one. Okay. Anything in Hollywood Studios?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my goodness. They can't ride Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm thinking of Runaway Railway. Right? And then what about Animal Kingdom? What can they do at Animal Kingdom that doesn't require a height requirement?
Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise is in Magic Kingdom, but you're right. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking in Animal Kingdom, they can watch Festival of the Lion King. They can do the Navi River, like in Pandora.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Do you want to take Angel in there with Daddy so Mommy can finish up this video?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell them bye?
Bye.
And do you want to tell them to look out for your channel?
Look out for my channel.
Anything else? No? Okay. Thank you. One thing that I can never forget is my meds packing cube. Let's see what's in this guy. One thing that I will not forget to bring is a thermometer. Kiddos spike a fever in the middle of the night. You don't have to worry about it. It's guaranteed. We know what temperature that they're landing at. In case, like you're my husband and the spinny rides, it's not your thing. Motion patches, those are going to be really helpful. I also have some extra Band-Aids because the other ones are in my stroller. I don't want to have to move things around every single day. So I also have some for the room that I know where they're going to be. Some Pepto. I have some Pepto for kids. And then also some acetaminophen for in the room. This Genexa brand is my favorite for Annie Boo. Vitamin C. Now, I do know that I've already touched on the vitamin C thing, but I think it's worth mentioning again. A lot of times I will be on the internet and people will say, I came back from Disney and I got sick. Like Disney got me sick. And we definitely don't want that. So before we go to the Disney World and while we are at Disney World, we want to make sure that we are supplementing and making sure that our immune systems are strong. I love to take vitamin C. This is actually my normal regimen, like taking vitamin C every single day. So that's just something that I like to do. But especially leading up to your Disney World trip, vitamin C, making sure that your kiddos are getting really, really great supplements. And I will say that sugar does suppress the immune system. So I know on vacation, we hate telling our kiddos no to the ice creams, to the candies, to the big M&M wall in Magic Kingdom. Like that's no fun. But if we can maybe not have so much sugar before we go, supplement, make sure that they're getting some really, really great food and great supplements to increase their immune system. And then while we're there, continue through with those supplements, then maybe they won't get sick as easy. So that is my strategy on how we hardly ever get sick. Like hardly ever. Vitamin C, I always pack those. And then also I do bring along with us some cold and cough. I have the nighttime and I have the daytime just in case. And I know at Disney, they do have the downstairs where they have a small little medicine section, but they don't always have what you're necessarily needing. So I always just bring just in case what I need. And in case that they are closed down, I will have already had it in the room and I don't have to get out of the room and go searching for something. It's just all right there for me, especially as a mom and taking care of my family, whether that's being Tyler or whether that's being Annie. Everybody's going to be taken care of and I've got all the meds that we need right in the room. And while we're talking about it as well, don't forget your normal prescriptions, your normal medications that anybody in your family might need and place them in here. That way, whenever you get to the resort, it's going to be something easy that you'll be able to pull out your luggage and be able to take or address whenever you're there. Another idea would be potentially putting it in your travel bag whenever you're flying to. We don't want to put prescription medicine in your check-in. So I do want to highlight that. If you are putting prescription medicine in your meds packing cube, do not put it in your check-in. You want it to be with you just in case the worst happens, your check-in gets lost and or it takes a bit for it to be delivered to your room and or God forbid an emergency. We want your prescription medicines to be with you at all times. And even whenever you check in for the airline, they're going to allude to that as well. So if you are putting prescription medicines in here, just make sure that you're bringing this along with you in your check-in bag or your personal item. Let's go ahead and talk about what is in my fanny pack all the time. So we have the phone charger we already talked about that I do put in here, but there are some things that are always living in my fanny pack. So let's talk about gift cards and credit cards. Now, I know a lot of you all love to purchase gift cards, and I love to purchase them as well. And even like if it's easy as like going to Sam's Club and getting a discounted gift card, a Target discounted gift cards, whether you're going to Kroger and trying to get those fuel points, which I love a fuel point. I love saving on gas. Whether that's going to the grocery store and every time you go to the grocery store over a certain amount of time, you're getting a $20 gift card. You've got a bunch of gift cards, right? And nobody wants to bring a ton of gift cards with them. So I highly recommend going to disneygiftcard.com, logging in, uploading all of your gift cards, and then you can transfer those dollar amount all to one gift card. Once you've transferred all the funds to one Disney gift card, you need to keep up with which gift card has all the money. We don't want to be losing or forgetting one at home. So what I like to do, if it is an option, I like to pick out the gift card that is very, very unique. I understand that the Mickey Mouse one is extremely, extremely popular, but until I got this one, I was putting stars on the one that I was repeating, and that let me know, hey, this one, I'm putting all the funds on this one, and then I can get rid of all of those gift cards. So I highly recommend doing that. In addition, if you're looking into paying off your entire transaction or your entire hotel, you're going to have to put all of those funds on that gift card anyway, but doing that through disneygiftcard.com, and it's going to allow you to put that much money on one gift card so they can wipe one transaction. Talking about gift cards, I love bringing gift cards with me, but actually not Disney gift cards. I like to bring various gift cards with me, but right now I have my Starbucks gift cards. And these are not for me. So what I still need to do is I need to fill out my thank you cards. And I always travel with thank you cards with a small gift card inside of them. That is for anybody that is giving us amazing service, anybody that's going above and beyond, whether that's being our chauffeur going to and from the airport and the resort, whether that's being bell services, a cast member in the parks, like really anything and anywhere. I've even given a gift card to a passenger on an airline because they had an outrageous passenger next to them and it was just a really bad situation. So I was like, you know what? May the Lord bless you. I know it's not much, but I do love to travel with just small gifts, small gestures. And then back to the people in the service industry. They don't get enough credit, I feel. So yes, I'm going to tip them. Yes, I'm going to make sure that they know that I appreciate them. But if somebody is just really going above and beyond, extremely helpful, extremely kind, that's where these come in. And I really, really love to make sure that I recognize them and they feel special and or hopefully make their day. I will put them right in here. And this is what I have in my fanny pack. So I've already talked about a little bit about the identification. It's right in here. And then right in this little pocket, I've got some cash for our tips. And then whenever I get done with my greeting cards or my thank you cards, I'll put them right in here. I also have some old tickets. This guy I just love using because it can hold my baggage claim tickets or my stroller claim tickets. And it's really, really easy. I could put my credit cards in here, but I just simply carry them in this little guy because from fanny pack to fanny pack, I can just put everything in together. I've got my gift cards in here. I've got my debit card in here, and we're solid and we just boop, and we're fantastic. This is typically what I just keep in the room. So I don't have to always travel with my passport. I keep my monies separate. On travel day, I will always have these in my bag with me. I do prefer getting in my room with my Magic Band. Sometimes trying to get in from my phone, just the My Disney Experience app, it gets a little bit harder to kind of connect for the first time. So the Magic Bands to me are a lot faster. So I will have them on me, on my body, and or in my fanny. Now, mamas, I did not forget you. How could I ever? we cannot forget to take care of ourselves. So what I like to do the night before we leave for Disney, besides laying everything out, besides making sure everything is charged, besides making sure that everything is squared away, you've got to release some anxiety, do some self-care, make sure that we have a tan on our legs. So let's start there, right? So back to that brand that like the sunscreen that I was like, oh, I've got another recommendation that I've got for you. This is how I tan my legs. This brand, it's the Beauty by Earth self-tanning lotion that I love to put on the night before we leave for Disney World, and the face tanning lotion. This stuff is fantastic, actually. It's a great brand. It doesn't have the nasty ingredients in it, and gives me a really, really good color, I think. And then I also have the self-tanner exfoliation and the application kit. This is just the little mitts. It's got a little face mitt, boop, 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 that I can put all over my face. But I do like to do a little self-tanning action. Maybe not the night before, but maybe 2 days before, somewhere in there, we've got to do that. If you all have watched any of my like 7-day countdown videos, and you all will see it coming up because I've got it on the calendar because we're 10 days away from Disney World as of today. On my 7-day countdown, you will see the application in real life, and you will see these bad boys. So every time I do these, I get so many comments of people cracking up. But listen, these things work. I'm telling you. So these are the frownies, and they help with like these lines up here, especially when you're in the sunlight and like the squinting happens, and I don't know, maybe because I'm getting older. I don't know. But this is for the corners of the eyes and the mouth. So it'll go right there, and then right in this moment right here. And then this is the forehead and between the eyes. And the thing is, what makes people crack up is because they are to stay on through the night. And Annie is like, you look ridiculous. This is not a look. And I appreciate her honesty. It's truly not a look, but it does help with the wrinkles, the lines, and I like it. Some self-care, y'all. So I didn't bring it in here, but it does not hurt to do like an Epsom salt bath. Relax, get a drink some tea, drink some water, drink some lemonade, drink your favorite drinkity drink, and just relax the night before, because I know us moms like to put like the pressure on our shoulders, like we've planned the whole thing. And I often like to say like moms are the magic, because we're like the ones on our phones typically trying to maneuver through the parks. And so we create the magic. We don't just get to skip a line. We don't just get to show up for a reservation. There is work that's been put into the entire process. So moms, make sure that you take care of yourself. If not the night before, a couple nights before, take a nice salt bath, do some exfoliations, tan up, make sure your legs are for your husband, and do these guys just for fun. If you want to laugh, just put them on. And it's just your reminder that you're going to have an amazing, amazing trip. Everything is not going to be perfect the way that you have placed it on your shoulders, that we have to have some sort of perfect vacation. Ultimately, the most important thing is that you're going to have an amazing time with your kids and your family. And that just makes me so, so excited for you. Your kids are going to remember all the fun that they had and all the time that they got to spend with you, mama, in this busy life. And they're going to be so appreciative of the moments that you created, even in the chaos, even in the planning that you've done. You have done such an amazing, amazing job. Annie wanted to join. Annie, how does Disney World with mommy make you feel?
Amazing.
Amazing. What's your favorite part about going to Disney World with mommy and or daddy?
Going on Mount Everest.
You love riding Mount Everest, right? And does sometimes when we're at Disney World, does mommy sometimes get frazzled and anxious? Yeah, but we still move through it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still move through it. We still have fun because it's really great memories, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So do you think that they should go ahead and like this video?
Yeah.
Yeah, how come? You don't know? because we provided exceptional information for these mommies out here to bring their kiddos to Disney World and have a good time. What do you think? Is that a good reason for them to like this video?
Yeah.
Okay. And should they subscribe to the channel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? For what? What are they going to see next?
We're going to ride Mountain Everest.
We're going to ride Expedition Everest.
And ride Space Mountain.
Space Mountain, where are we going to stay? On this trip.
All Stars.
All Stars. We've got All Stars on this trip. We've got Polynesian coming up on another trip. We've got Artimation coming up on another trip.
Century.
We've got Pop Century coming up on another trip. Like we have a lot of fun coming.
Yeah.
Don't we? All right. Well, we will see you guys later. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. We love you guys. Bye.